NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar on Wednesday demanded the central government to form a trust for building a mosque in Ayodhya similar to the trust to oversee the construction of Ram Temple. While speaking in an event, Sharad Pawar said, "Government can form a trust for a temple, then why can't they set up a trust for the mosque? India belongs to everyone." A 5-judge bench of Supreme Court in November 2019 ruled unanimously in favor of Ram Temple. The court had said that the whole disputed land spread over 2.7 acres will be handed over to a trust formed by the government which will examine the construction of Ram Temple at the place. The court had asked the central government to give a 5-acre land to Sunni Waqf Board in Ayodhya for the construction of a mosque. Taking a jibe at Narendra Modi government on the state of the economy, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh on Wednesday said that the current dispensation does not acknowledge the word slowdown, and the real danger is that if problems are not identified, then finding credible answers to take corrective action is doubtful. While addressing at the launch of Montek Singh Ahluwalia's book, Backstage, Manmohan Singh said that the former Planning Commission Deputy Chairman has written about the strength and the weak points of the UPA government. Manmohan Singh said, "I think these issues will be debated, and it should be debated because we have a government today that does not acknowledge that there is such a word as slowdown. I think this is not a good for India." One of the death row convicts of the 2012 Delhi gang rape and murder case, Vinay Sharma, was reportedly injured after he attempted to hurt himself by hitting his head against a wall in his cell early this week. Sources in the Tihar jail official said Nirbhaya convict Vinay Sharma was hurt after he hit his head against a wall in his cell on February 16. He was, however, stopped by a jail official and treated well. Vinay's lawyer had earlier this week told the court that convict Vinay Sharma was on hunger strike in Tihar jail. 3 interlocutors appointed by the Supreme Court to resolve the Shaheen Bagh crisis met the protesters on Wednesday, but the meeting remained inconclusive. Interlocutor delegation of advocates Sanjay Hegde and Sadhna Ramchandran and former bureaucrat Wajahat Habibullah went to Shaheen Bagh to meet protesters following the Supreme Court order. The delegation could not reach on any conclusion on the first day but told protesters that they would come again on Thursday for a dialogue. The 3-member panel of mediators appointed by the Supreme Court reached Shaheen Bagh on Wednesday evening, but the media was asked to leave the tent where protesters have been staging a sit-in protest for more than 2 months now. The Supreme Court has dismissed a curative plea filed by Victims Association in connection with the 1997 Upar fire tragedy case, which has enabled the Ansal brothers, Sushil and Gopal Ansal, to escape further jail term in the case. Industrialist Sushil and Gopal Ansal owned the Upar cinema, where a fire killed 59 people during the screening of Hindi movie Border on June 13, 1997. A bench of Chief Justices S.A. Bobde and Justice N.V. Ramana and Arun Mishra on Thursday rejected the curative plea of the Association of Victims of Upar Tragedy in Upar cinema fire case. The Congress on Wednesday criticized the BJP-led centre for naming Sanjay Kothari, who is currently serving as the President's Secretary, as the Chief Vigilance Commissioner and demanded that the selection process be launched afresh. A 6-member high-powered committee headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi had selected Sanjay Kothari as the Chief Vigilance Commissioner and former IAS officer Bimal Julka as the Chief Information Commissioner at a meeting on Tuesday. Leader of the opposition, the Congress's Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, was the only member to lodge his dissent as their names was passed through a majority decision.